Welcome to Pretty Smart, the podcast that explores the fine art of business ownership. I'm Bailey.
And I'm Dana.
And today we are talking about marketing.
Yay!
Marketing. I love
Your
marketing.
favorite subject.
It is my favorite.
Other than photography and weddings.
Yeah. And what an amazing thing that I've combined the two in my business.
Yes. Truly a gift. And you've helped so many other people like myself.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Say yeah, like I've no humbleness.
Yes, correct.
No, I love marketing. I have an MBA in marketing. I just find it to be an infinitely fascinating thing because it explores just human nature and human interaction.
Yeah. I think that there's good marketing and not so good marketing.
Yeah. Like marketing fake photos.
Yes. And I think we've all experienced a little bit of both.
Yeah.
And we know when there's good marketing, it just so sings. Effortless.
Yes.
And just aligned.
It resonates.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like that perfect pitch or that perfect chord. You know it when you hear it kind of thing. It's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the great thing in business is finding that perfect pitch.
Yes. That is like one of the things I'm always chasing. I find that so fun.
Oh, yeah. What a high.
Yeah, exactly. But I wanted to talk about when does marketing fail in your business? And I don't mean like, oh, I bought an Instagram ad and I got nothing out of it.
Sure.
I guess maybe somewhat we are, but I'm talking about like, when is your business strategy, your marketing strategy not working for you? How do you know? And what do you do about it?
Yeah, I think those are great questions. And every business needs to look at that when coming up with their marketing plan of how they're going to attract those ideal clients. And really, the first indicator that your marketing isn't working is that you're not finding those ideal clients or they're not finding you.
Yes.
So there's the red flag of like, I'm getting inquiries, but their budget's not aligning or their vision isn't really my style and it's not really taking full advantage of what I can do for them. So that's a pretty clear indication. I mean, that's what I experienced early on when starting my business is like I was getting a ton of interest, but just not the right kind. And I think it took a long time to figure out why and how to shift that into something that was more aligned.
So what were some of the things that you talked about, how you realized that your marketing wasn't working? You didn't have the right types of clients coming through the door. They didn't have the right budgets or budgets that fits your business. I shouldn't say the right budgets. Everyone's budget is valid.
Of course.
It wasn't a good fit for your business.
Right.
And the visions or the styling wasn't a good fit. So were there any other things that were feeling off?
I think that when I started talking to other industry professionals and they would give me feedback of like, oh my gosh, you're so much more established or you really have great ideas. And it was almost surprising to them because my marketing wasn't showing that.
Oh,
so it was almost like, like I thought that you already would know this, but it clearly wasn't being communicated effectively. So that was a big one for me.
Yeah.
Like, okay, now it's all starting to make sense. And maybe I need to invest in real branding.
Yeah, for sure.
How that looks. And I know you've undergone some rebrand, refresh times in your business. What kind of spurred that for you?
So for me, it was for similar things. I was feeling that misalignment between my ideal of my business and some of the clients that I was, that were attracting. And that's not to say that every client wasn't a good fit. I had certainly had clients across every year that blew my hair back and were like such great fits.
Yeah.
Like you said, also that budget mismatch and things like that. And so, but another thing that really told me that it was time for a rebrand and time to kind of like realign my branding and my marketing strategy to my business was that I wasn't feeling like myself in my business.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel confident in what I was selling because it didn't feel authentic or right to me.
Right.
So that was like,
that's a big one.
If nothing else, that was like, oh, we need to make a change.
Yeah. And do you feel like that was just a growth thing Like maybe when you first did your branding, you were in one place and then you had more experience and you grew into something different or just more mature? Like, or was it just like maybe a big miss from the start?
I think it was a little bit of both.
Sure.
I think early on, I just didn't know anything
Yeah. Right.
about business. And so I was writing purely on instinct, which is great. And then as I grew in my business, I started to get a better idea of like, who's my ideal client? Who am I? Who do I want to be serving? And, but I was also getting a lot of pressure from the industry, from social media,
Of course,
about what I should be aspiring to and what I should look like as a brand.
That's tough.
And that was a constant mismatch and tug of war of me kind of branding or trying to sell to who I wanted to versus who I thought I should be selling to. And it wasn't until I really matured in my business, so about like 10 years in, that I really stepped back and was like, this is not sustainable. I don't feel good about this. What are we going to do about it? And that's when I made a really, really pretty like heavy shift in my branding. But I'm so glad I did it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because anytime that you can fully be yourself, like that's the goal.
Exactly.
Especially when people are working with us on such a personal experience. Like they want to know who we are.
Yeah.
And if our brand doesn't represent that factually, it is off-putting, I think, for the client.
Yeah, I think they're going to innately, even if they can't quite overtly tell, they're going to innately sense that disconnect.
Absolutely.
And start to build that distrust.
Yes.
Even if they can't put words to it, they're going to be like, there's something off about this.
And I think a big push that got me to feel in alignment with my brand is figuring out who that ideal client is.
It's your North Star.
It really is. To the point where like I created like a character.
Yeah.
Like avatars of like these.
Have you named yours? Because mine has a name.
Yours have names?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I need to know their names.
I just named one because she kind of like it's a she. And she's kind of like, is this amalgamation?
Okay.
And her partner is kind of like folded into that.
Yeah.
But her name is Emma.
Like from our shoot?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I just like that name.
I love that name. I was going to say, we have an Emma that we fictitiously created for our
And it's not the same
shoot. Emma.
I just stole the name.
Okay. I love that. I think that's great. Emma and Nate were their names that we created for that. And I love that. I'm going to need to name my ideal couple now.
Yeah.
Because
I find out.
What's hard is that I have ideal couples that I'm working with actively. So it'll be hard not to name them.
I know. You'll want to just be like, this is so blah, blah.
Yeah. But those are the moments when I meet someone in a discovery call where I'm like, oh my God, you are my ideal client.
Yeah.
Like
you're such an Emma.
Yes. There's such an Emma. You're such a Nate. And it's like the coolest feeling.
It's the best because you're just vibing. It's an easy sell because they've already
come. It doesn't feel like you're selling.
It doesn't feel like you're selling. It feels like you're already in alignment.
Yes.
And it's just a matter of being like, okay, where do we go from here?
Right.
And what does that like?
And like, they're glad that they found me. I'm glad that they found, like, we're all happy here.
Everyone's just high-fiving back and forth.
We are like vibing. It's just the best feeling. And I really think that getting that information of like, find out who your ideal client is, name it, put it down on paper. That was a huge step towards getting my brand in order.
And from there, the second piece is to figure out what you do so well, your differentiators and your secret sauce. Yeah. And what I love about that is like, if you know those two things, you know your brand. Yeah. Because you know who you're talking to and what you're telling them. And that is like the thing that no one else can replicate.
Right.
Because no one else does it how you do, and no one else is speaking to who you're speaking to. They might be able to do 90% of one of those things, but the secret is that you can only do all of those two things.
Right.
It's like that one combination that no one else can replicate.
Yeah.
And that's your brand. And yeah, what I find also is that that's so liberating is once you realize it's like, oh, it just helps you not feel so like comparing yourself to other people because you're standing in your own light. You're speaking to a very specific audience. You're not trying to speak to everyone. You're speaking to a very narrow set of people.
The best thing that you ever said to me was when you speak to everyone, you're speaking to no one.
Yeah. If anyone knows the actual like person who's responsible for that quote, please let me know because I know I didn't make it up.
It will be Bailey in my mind.
I know I did not make that up.
But like it is very true. And I think that is a trap that a lot of new business owners fall into because you don't want to be polarizing. You're
right.
Like, oh,
yeah.
like,
you
I
don't want to be turning away business.
Me. I want bookings. I want to like get my foot in the door. So you're wanting to be like everything for everyone.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of problems come up.
Yeah.
But when you can actually understand like who it is you're talking to, what you do really well, man, does it feel good.
It feels so good. And that's how you can beat burnout.
Yeah.
Because like that was a big piece of why in 2024, I was like, I have to do something.
Yeah.
So, because I was starting to feel burnout because I was just not feeling as inspired anymore in my own work because I was trying to chase a definition of success that wasn't my own.
Right.
And I'm never going to live up to that.
Right.
Because it's not my definition.
Yeah.
And so now that I have defined that for myself and I am attracting clients that help me achieve that, I can set the world on fire.
Oh, yeah.
I might tomorrow.
Hey, look out. I mean, what would you tell someone who is trying to find that brand identity? Like, where's a good place to start for you?
I think it depends on how established they are. If you're in year one, I would actually advise them to be like, pump the brakes. You're in a discovery phase. We got to figure out what you love and what you hate.
Yeah.
And so for a little while, it is true. You kind of have to try a lot of different things.
Oh, yeah.
So you can be like, nope, not for me. Or like, yes, that is
taste test.
My jam.
Yep. Go to the ice cream shop. Take a little taste
try
of
different
everything.
Types of photography. Try different, whatever your industry is, but try lots of different things. Try to do them as well as you can. Don't,
right.
mess everything up. But really be thinking about what are the types of clients that really light you up? What is the type of work that really lights you up? And what are the pieces of your business that you just love? And really kind of keep track of those things. And as you start to build a pattern or see that pattern, then you can really start to hone in on like, okay, this is my brand identity. This is what I love to do. This is what I'm very good at. And this is who I love to do that for.
Right. I think something that was so helpful for me, especially when I moved to Kansas City and it was a totally different market, was creating styled shoots.
Yes.
Because I got to experiment.
Yeah. Hot take. Style shoots can be beneficial.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that they are so valuable for so many reasons.
They're passion projects.
It's a passion project. You get to just exercise that creative brain. You get to try new things without the pressure of a couple that's like, this is their day and you have to like perform. It's fun. And you also get to establish relationships with vendors that you may not have had the opportunity to work with.
Yeah.
So you get to see what they're made of a little bit, which is great. But it's such a fun way to like create what you wish you had.
Or it's almost like a showpiece of like, this is who I am. This is what I'm about. And the voice is specifically yours and not your client's voice or any other art direction. It's purely your own art direction.
Right.
And for me as a photographer, it's a great environment for me. If there's like a technique I want to try, I'm not going to try that out on a client on their wedding day. That's not a good idea.
Right.
But it's a good, like safe, low risk environment to be like, oh, what if we,
right. And then if it doesn't work out,
we
at
know
least
that
you tried it
and we didn't waste it on a client.
Yeah.
And
no one's like pissed.
Yeah.
It's like you didn't miss the first kiss. It's
because you were trying something zany in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think
don't do that.
Right. Please don't try something crazy on a wedding day.
Yeah.
That would just not be a good idea. But I think it's a really fun way to exercise those creative muscles.
So now that you have rebranded,
Mm-hmm.
where are you going from here with your brand? Are you in like a maintenance phase? Or are you still tweaking? What are you up to?
I feel like we're in a maintenance phase
Mm-hmm.
because I'm very happy with where we landed and it's working, right?
Good.
Like I'm getting the ideal clients
Mm-hmm.
because the messaging is clear. They know what I'm about. They know who I am. They know what I can do. And it's just so nice.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm sure as trends change and times change, we'll update but I kind of went for like a classic. It's very me.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
I think what's funny is like, if you look at it now, I could see this being me 10 years ago or 10 years in the future. But it's like so me.
Good.
Which is like, that's the goal, right?
Right.
But it took me a while to get there. Just like translating that into digital format, I guess, is hard because I'm a talker,
No.
But that's how people get to know me is like,
Yeah.
I chit chat. I want that like personal connection. Let's grab coffee and like gab for hours. So how do you do that in a website?
Yes. In a way that's going to, it's almost like you have to figure out where's the visuals that are going to catch the attention.
Right.
Because not everyone's going to read there are people who will read everything,
Sure. But most people
you don't want that to be what you rely on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that even social platforms like TikTok, mic'd up on a wedding day, that has been huge for me because people get to see me in my element doing the work and decide if that's the vibe that they want for their wedding or not.
Did you have any like self-reflection when you got some of your like mic'd up stuff back?
Absolutely. I realized that I am like the most expressive, like I'm overly expressive. And I think that comes from like having children who are deaf. Like you have to be expressive so that they can, read your tone a little more.
I never thought of that.
All over your face. But I really play it up a lot. So for someone who is like, experiencing that in real life, they're probably like, whoa, like we get it, Dana, you're excited. But I just can't help it. It's second nature to me now.
I think I've learned that a lot of the jokes that I make on wedding days are for me.
I laugh at all my own jokes.
Yeah.
That's the other thing that I
think I'm a lot funnier than I actually
am. I crack myself up and it's the best.
Yeah. I guess as long as I'm laughing.
Yeah. Right. It's just to keep our sanity.
Yeah.
But
it keeps the vibes high.
Yeah, it does. And I think that it's just the way that we approach the day. And I think it's so cool for people to be able to get like a sneak peek into that.
Yeah.
Because traditionally they would never know.
Yeah. You would have no idea.
Whatever you want on your website.
Yeah. Or unless you've been like a bridesmaid or a groomsman or like a sibling or unless you've attended a wedding that one of us has worked at, you're not going to have that up close actual understanding of like what it's like to work with you.
Right.
And so that's how it can be so powerful to just be like, oh, it's either hell yes or it's a hell no.
Yeah.
And both are okay.
Absolutely.
Both are okay because you want the hell no's to like find their better
people.
fits.
Yes.
And you want the hell yeses to be like, I gotta call Dana.
Absolutely.
I gotta call Bailey.
And I think that is what is so cool about marketing now.
Yeah.
There are so many avenues to market.
Yeah. There's so many ways to go about it. And you really can. There's so much less gatekeeping.
Oh,
so you can take so much more of that control into your own hands and you can really play with it.
Yeah.
And I know marketing can be really intimidating for a lot of people. Understandably, it's intimidating for me in my own business because I'm so in the weeds on my own business.
Right.
But if you can see it as a playground within reason and almost like come at it from that perspective, then it can really be so powerful. And it can be a part of your business that is fun.
And also, it's valuable to work with a professional. Yeah. Because you are the type of person who's like so into the weeds on it. And I'm the type of person where it's like, you're
a vibes girl.
I'm a vibes girl. So I'm like, I know what I want it to be like. I don't know how to get there.
And I'm like, let's talk about UX on the website and all the clicks and the H1s and the H2s.
And I'm like, huh? Is that English? So it's just, it again, just like reinforces that, like, go to the pros, let them help you, pay someone to help you figure this out.
Yeah. Lean on experts who can cut through the noise and distill all your ideas, your opinions, all the things, and see your brand with fresh eyes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also very valuable. So I definitely appreciated working with you for my brand shoot to bring the imagery to life.
Oh, that was so fun.
Oh my gosh. We had a great time. And
beautiful.
It's like, I just can't believe how beautifully that came together because you took the time to understand what my brand is, what I was trying to convey to the client.
The voice, the tone, the goals, the perspective.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's really important. I didn't realize how important that was until I realized I didn't have it.
That's okay.
And then now that I have it, I'm like, wow, this makes a lot more sense of why it's resonating with people. So that team, man, it's so important.
Yeah. All right. Like, do we have any like closing thoughts?
Pretty or smart. Pretty smart. Marketing should be pretty. Always has to be smart. Yeah, right?
That felt good.
Did that feel good for you? It felt good
really
for me.
Yes, marketing should be pretty, especially in like our industries.
Of course.
But it needs to come from a strategic foundation.
Right. And that takes homework. Yeah. Need to be pretty smart. Get it?
Thank you for listening and watching another episode of Pretty Smart. You can follow us on Instagram and TikTok and check us out on our websites. Until next time.
Thanks for being here.
Yay!
Woo! We are like so good.
That one felt good.